to ask them what up. They pay it off. They can't say certain things. You hear me? Mike Florio said a lot of ass kissing, even he kissing ass, huh? Woo, dog, we know the realm, huh? But media never asks real questions, you hear me? Unless it's to certain players, certain individuals seem like they cross the lines. Then certain players, you hear me? You get my drift where I'm going with it? Certain players, but like the real questions, especially to the coaches about certain personnel, they stay away, dog. They shy away, dog. What's up with it though? You're acts like he knows what acts like he knows what should be. He thrives on negative shit. A Kurt Dick Rider. Damn, like that Delta. Oh man, let's get back to it, man.
A lot more pass heavy, which I love. And there's a lot more intricacies that go into it with just your thought process behind every play, knowing your hots, knowing the protections, all the little, I'd say all the big picture things that I never really had to focus on or be asked.
He just said all the big picture things that he never had to really be focused on or asked to do playing college football. And that's even with the great Jim Harbaugh. So when I say he didn't have to do nothing extra, he didn't have to do nothing special. He had to play and work in the program, play the system. You just thrive in the system, not make mistakes. That's all he had to do, bro. He wasn't really in no tight spots, no tight situations. I'm not saying he can't perform well in them, but he's never experienced that before. The man just said it. Certain things he has never done yet, dog. Not even in college, bro. You hear me? So it's clear evident I ain't tripping. I'm glad he said it. I'm glad he said it right here, dog. You hear me? Delusional fans, homie. You hear me, dog?
To do in college. So just being able to have great leaders in the room like Sam Darnold, Nick Mullins, and Jaron Hall, like they've been making it so easy for me, and they're so welcoming, and they're old.
But it seems like a plus. What it seemed like I've talked about his mental the whole offseason, how much I love his mental, right, dog? It seems like he learns fast. He picks up quickly and swiftly. He zones in. He's focused in, dog. You hear me? Huh? He's on a path, dog. He's getting better. You know, a few weeks ago, they saying he's behind Mullins. He's inaccurate. Now, he's playing well, performing good. Has some bad plays, good plays. It's training camp. It's part of the game. Nick Mullins, nowhere to be found. He's the man now. It's a battle, official battle. You hear me? I don't care what nobody's talking about. He continues to progress. He has a chance of winning the starting spot, dog. Point blank, period. I don't care about how many reps he got, or how many more reps Sam Darnold got than he did. Got 5 more reps, 6 more reps. He's going to get his opportunities, homie. He's going to get his chances to shine heavy. Day 1, day 2 of training camp showed you that perfectly, baby. Period. Let's get it, McCarthy. Let's work.
Always just sharing their wisdom all the time. So, you know, all the credit goes to them. What you see from me whenever that time comes, it's because of them.
How comfortable do you feel now with the footwork and the mechanics and just this offense as well than maybe in the spring?
I honestly feel like I've been here for a year already. You know, I stayed back this entire summer to just not take my head away from it and just continue to dive into the.
Shouts out to him. Props to him, dog. Taking the necessary steps. What he just said, he stayed back the whole summer. Didn't go nowhere, you hear me? Didn't go nowhere, dog. Stay on track, homie. Stayed with his girl, whatever. Study the playbook, put in the work, and that's what it's about. That's what it's about, homie. He has a chance. He has a real legitimate chance, dog. You hear me? It's a battle, official battle, dog.
The playbook and just, you know, focus on the little things like drops, like progressions, like the different defenses that Coach Flo throws at us every single day. But I feel like just being around this building every single day, my comfortability in this offense is growing exponentially. So, you know, I'd say in OTAs, you know, it's very hard for me to get out of play call. You know, everyone thinks they can play quarterback, but try getting out of the huddle. And, you know, that was my biggest goal going into this training camp, was to be able to hear it one time and execute it and regurgitate it to the guys with the confidence. And, you know, I've been doing that so far. So
clap it up, man. Clap it up, man. Clap it up, man. Clap it up for McCarthy, dog. Gotta respect that, man. I'm loving the way he's talking. I'm loving the way he's sounding, dog. I understand he got to prove it, but his whole thing is progress, man. Said he stayed home this summer, got to the grinded, program. You hear me? Put the work in. He was nervous about play calling, getting into a huddle. He just said it. I'm glad he's being transparent. I'm glad he's being real, dog. Things I've been saying, but people say I'm tripping. Now, do you believe it that he said it? Now that JJ McCarthy, out of the horse's mouth, you hear it. Now that he says it, do you believe me now? Am I tripping now? The man just said earlier, oh, things I've never done in college, I got to do now. Brand new game for me. He just said it, dog. Explained it clear. So when I say he's unproven, it's questions. It's damn fucking right question, dog. Heavy. But he learns fast. I can tell right now off rip, he learns fast. Go check my previous video. I said, you telling me McCarthy got better that quick? And I guess he has, dog. He just broke down a prime situation where he was scared damn near, nervous about play calling it, the play coming out his mouth, you know, being an orator to the team, dog. He was scared to do that. He felt uncomfortable. He said that's one of the things he wanted to work on this summer. Something you think is so simple, but so important, dog. Play calling, getting the play out quickly and swiftly. Not only that, communicating clearly. You hear me? Everyone knows. All of your personnel knows what to do, their responsibilities, dog. Receiver, running back, whole line, tight end, heavy. You hear me? He just explained it for you to a T, dog. What I've been saying for the whole offseason about McCarthy, dog. Period. And another thing he just explained, solidified, his mental strong, his mental capacity, dog. Heavy. You hear me? Mental power, dog. Belief in himself, boy. I love it, bro. I'm so glad he got transparent in this interview. He getting real transparent in his presser, dog. That's what it's about, McCarthy. Make me go even harder for him, dog. AJ in the building. What's good, AJ? What's good, big dog? Much appreciated, man. You in the chat, like it up. We here, big school here. SKOL, Vikes, win, lose, or draw, man. Training camp is here. The season is here, baby. The time is now, baby. You hear me? Big SKOL here, huh? Heavy.
So we'll see when we get to third down and red zone when those get really long. But they're going pretty well so far.
What's Josh McCown been like as your quarterback's coach?
He's been amazing. You know, I don't necessarily look at him as a coach. I look at him as an older brother because, you know.
That's hard right there. What he said? He said, I don't even look at him as a coach, dog. This is a brotherhood. This ain't a coach. He's a brother to me, homie. You know, McCown, some experience in the league. Call him a journeyman, a pass-around type guy. Never found a sure home. Never was a starting quarterback. But what he knows about the game, he's a better coach than player, and he's been around the game. Him, mesh with KOC, the information that they can relate to him. What, man? The things they can teach him, dog, about the quarterback position in general. Crazy, dog. Man sharpen man, iron sharpen iron, dog. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period, man. So I'm glad him and McCown are very close. It's very important, dog. It's very important.
Just his love and his, you know, appreciation for the game and all the experience and wisdom that he has. He just passes it down to us like it's, you know, for me, it's so invaluable. I can't get that anywhere else. I can't go look at it up on YouTube and, you know, get the stuff that he's given to me. And, you know, just being able to hear those stories and those experiences helps me avoid those battle scars down the road. So, you know, he's like my big bro and I love him to death.
Yeah, I rock it, bro. I definitely rock it.
Hooked up with Adam Thielen during that period. And what'd you get out of those workouts with him and whoever else was out there?
Papa Ham, CJ Ham, hooked me up with them. Adam then got my number and asked me to come out, and I was working with him.
Shout out CJ Ham. Shout out CJ Ham, I guess, you know. He said CJ Ham set it up with him and Adam Thielen. I mean, you can shout out CJ Ham, or can you say CJ Ham doing too much, whatever the case. He got some extra reps, dog, bottom line. You hear me?
Twice a week, and it was so great to work with him because he's someone familiar with the offense, so I could, you know, work on that and be able to call the plays, and him actually going out there and running it, and him telling it from his perspective on certain concepts. It was huge, and ultimately he's such a great guy too. So, you know, he's one of those receivers where he makes a bad ball look like.
And shout out Adam Thielen, man. Like I say, respect for Adam Thielen. Do I want him to come back and be a Viking? Hell to the no. Stand on that 10 toes down. You hear me? But shout out to Adam Thielen for just you know, taking him under his wing, man. Not being a hater, you know what I'm saying? Being willing to put time in, let the young man get some reps, you know, improve his craft, dog. Shout out Thielen for real, just for that gesture, homie. But am I gonna go crazy and say, oh, I want Adam Thielen back in the building? Hell to the no, homie, cap. He's not an asset to the Vikings at all, period, dog. Point blank, period, bottom line. He won't be an asset to the Vikings at all.
Like a good ball every time. And, you know, I wish nothing but success and health and abundance for him in the future.
Russ was talking about you're a lot like him with meditation and some other things like beyond your years. What is maybe
mental maturity? Very mature, very mature. Allegedly, as far as we know, you know, very mature, dog, at his age, at his position, you know what I'm saying? Heavy. That's a plus for the Vikings, though.
one thing specifically? Is it meditation? Is it something else that you really keeps you grounded?
Meditation's definitely my anchor for sure. You know, I do that every single morning, and then I hop on the shift wave chair right before practice. So we don't have to get into that. Like it's a little deep, but love you, shift wave. Shout out those guys. And then I finish my day with the meditation, and it just, you know, keeps me in the present moment, helps me be self-aware, so I can just learn so much about myself that my ego might be trying
I like that, bro.
to defend. And
self-reflection, looking in the mirror. He just talked about his ego, dog. Love the way he's speaking, homie. Talked about his ego, not getting caught up in his ego, dog. You hear me? That's important, very important, dog. Self-reflection, dog. Period. Checking yourself heavy, homie. You know, most of the world, humanity, everybody caught up in their ego, don't want to be wrong, right? Everybody wants to be right or think they're right. You hear me? That's the problem with the world, with humanity, dog. Matter of fact, the world won't change until humanity gets out of his fucking ego. You hear me? So shout out McCarthy, yo.
Yeah, you know, there's so many different worlds you could get into with the practice of meditation, but you know, it's one that I, you know, align with very heavily.
What got you into meditation?
So my senior year at IMG Academy, it was during COVID. I went through a period of depression, and you know, I just was in a really dark spot. You know, I had a blessing.
He's been very transparent, this presser, dog. I like to see it. You know, it's starting to make more sense now. You're starting to see who